Hello. Who is still here with us? Brian, Coco, Joanna, Mike, Sam, Yasha.
Because Sandy is sick. Anna is sick. Everyone is sick.
Good morning.
So this is the flu season. So I'm gonna get a pack.
Can everyone hear me okay?
This is the original package, our marketing prepare for everyone. And for those of them online, then maybe we just send the e-copy.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And I think we need to go to the original.
Sure.
Yeah, because those who send in I'm sick. Yeah. Because we are in the process of preparing a party and then maybe we have a quick run through. If they have any question, because most of the new agent, you have your support group, right? Yeah, ask a question in the support group for any special question. Our manager will help you through there and then let us go run through this when they know first. Can you have hard copy? Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
I'm not a new agent, so.
We're always learning. We learn every day, right? Give me 1 second. So have you all set up like your um Treb membership?
Yes,
Yeah.
I did.
Okay.
I already did trainings as well.
Okay, good. How about the agent portal?
Yeah, agent portal, I'm watching videos
Okay,
and I have my login and everything.
okay, good. You've all done the setup? No? Okay. Treb, you need to be part of Treb because to search MLS listings, to do anything in real estate, you need Treb access. So we can send you the form to set that up. Does anyone on the Zoom have specific questions? Otherwise, I will kind of go through the new agent package, our resources. You let me know. Let me borrow this. So yeah, this is basically like a step-by-step guide to set up your business. So, our office information, the manager's schedule, useful forms we use for transactions, some website links, how to log into agent, the office computers. And then for new salesperson starting process, there's a couple of things you need to do, like set up your TREB, apply for HSC number, set up your commission payout with our accounting department. And then if you need like for sale signs or business cards, we have the templates, so you can do that pretty easily.
I have one question.
Yeah.
So somehow I see some realtors from
Yeah.
other agencies.
Yeah.
Post their like our November outlook, right? Of the GTA market.
Okay, yeah,
So, and then they customize it, personalize it.
right.
So are we getting any help from our marketing department to do that?
Yeah, so we send marketing emails pretty frequent, like every week,
I
basically.
got the flyer.
Yeah,
But I
we have the
don't
monthly market watch.
market watching, I have that.
So what you need to do is find a CRM, like let's say MailChimp, or MailChimp is a good one because I think it's free if you have like under 1,000 contacts, something like that. But you can just copy paste the email we send into your system.
Yeah, that I understand, but
Yeah.
I want to know what, like, I want to personalize it.
The email or
No,
the
not the flyer,
the flyer?
and I want to post it in the Instagram or Facebook. So is that
How do you want to personalize it? Like,
personalized, like
add your name?
add my name or?
Then you just download the flyer, and then you can use something like Canva, canva.com. you can just add the details
Oh,
you
that's
want
fine,
onto
right?
the fly. Yeah, that's fine.
That's-
Yeah. Yeah, and then agent portal. So this is where we have most of our office information. So, we have our company directory, um, agent roster. You can search for other agents within our office. New home projects. This is where we post all of the detailed like pricing, features and finishes, floor plans for all the projects we're working on. So there's a lot. You can search this by the project name or developer name. Um, and then office resources. This is basically our frequently used forms. We also have a lot of office guides. So FinTrack, I'll talk about FinTrack in a bit. Office orientation guide. This is a paper we're handing out in person. Training videos are all here. New agent orientation, and then a couple of Treb and Rico resources. Frequently used links and things like that. Forms and clauses. This is where we have the templates with the office clauses for the different transaction forms. So, residential and commercial. There's also the ARIA standard clause booklet, which is really helpful. A lot of agents ask me, I need to look for this clause. And then I give it to them, but I get it from the standard clause booklet, right? So it's a good reference guide. You can search it and find a lot of good clauses like, estates, if you're doing with an estate sale or you have an assignment deal, things that are more unique. Usually you can find them in the clause booklet. Um, Here we have our premium partners. So these are frequently used providers that we work with, lawyers, home inspectors, home staging, virtual tour, sign installer, status certificates, right? So a lot of good, we need to update this. Survey here is empty, but we have a lot of good providers for these services. News and updates, we will post any major like office updates in here. And we also put updates on the events calendar. So all of our training sessions are always here. They're also on the public website, homelifedenmark.com. We have an events calendar. So, we post everything here. The list of service providers I talked about is also on the public website. And then, if you have clients, I think it's also very useful to tell them, hey, look, go to our website and you can look yourself, at pre-construction projects. There's some basic info here. We don't post any pricing or floor plans on the public website because we want them to contact you, right, as their agent. Um, there's a function to search all of the MLS listings on our website directly. You can search by the property type. You can search by the area, the city, right? And there's some resources for sellers and buyers, so you can also point them here. And then we have a couple of community guides for some kind of the basic cities in the GTA. So, that's kind of our website. And that's our agent portal. So I think those are two really good resources to save for your business. And then as always, you should each have your own support groups. So any questions you have, I'd say first reach out to your support group or contact the on-duty manager, and we can help you there. Don't ever feel like a question is too simple to ask. We're always here to help you. So any questions at all, feel free to let us know. Do you have any specific questions?
Clear until now.
Okay,
Yeah, clear until now.
okay.
Because I already looked into that agent portal.
Yeah.
And I played around that.
Good.
Yeah.
How's your business? Do you like, have you have a plan
I
to
have
start your
two
business?
active plans.
Okay.
So I'm actually doing showings with them.
Okay, good.
So maybe this month
Good.
I'll
Good.
put some offers.
Yeah, good.
And I'm doing part-time so that
Okay.
I'm not doing that actively
Yeah.
because I have my full-time job. I'm my plan is to continue that.
Yeah.
And beside that, I'll do my real estate.
Good. I think it's always good to start with kind of your friends, family, even where you live. Like you can even canvas in your neighborhood.
Right.
You know, with COVID, people kind of stopped doing that, but I think now it's more common. You know, door knocking. It's a bit of hard work, but I think it does pay off, right? Because you can say, "Hey, I'm one of your neighbors. You know, I'm a real estate agent. No pressure on you, but this is what kind of service I can provide." And you know, when you meet someone in person, it's always easier to build a connection than, you know, cold calling or sending emails, e-blast, right? You have a personal connection to that person.
Yeah, all of my, currently I have one client and one prospective client, all
Yeah.
are from my personal network.
That's good. Yeah, good. Okay. FinTrack, I think that was our other training topic today. FinTrack, when you do have a deal, if you're buying or selling, not for rental, buying or selling, you need to fill out the FinTrack form. So there's a form for individual identification. So basically, you need to ask your client for their ID. You write the details down on the form, and you need to write down what their occupation is, the company name. Because FinTrack, basically the purpose is to prevent anti-money laundering. So money laundering and terrorist financing, that's what the government agency is set up to do. So they want us to track, you know, our client basic information like ID and occupation. And then if you are, you know, acting for a buyer client and you give a deposit to the listing brokerage, you have to fill out the receipt of funds record, which is another form by FinTrack, and they require you to record what the amount is, who's giving the check, right? Sometimes it could be a family member providing the deposit funds for the purchase. So then you need to record that person's details. Third party record and account number. You know, I know a lot of agents, they say their clients don't want to give the account number for the funds, but it is required by FinTrack. So they want to know the amount of the funds, the amount of the check, the account number, and like is it a checking account or savings account? So that FinTrack, so they can track, you know, where the money is going. A lot of big companies have been fined for not complying with FinTrack. And the fines are huge, like, you know, $200,000-$300,000 for, you know, simple forms that could be filled out easily. So it's always better to get those filled out earlier than you wait until, you know, after closing. Of course, after closing, you ask your client for their account number. They say, no, I don't want to give it to you, right? Yeah, they don't bother. But at the beginning of the deal, it's better for you to explain, this is FinTrack, this is why we need the forms. We need it for our, you know, brokerage policy. As a matter of our office policy, you know, if we don't have a FinTrack form, we can't release commission because it's a form required by FinTrack. So if it's not complete or you don't give it to us at all, you know, we don't know the client, you know the client, right? So that's why the responsibility is on the agent to fill out the form properly. Yeah.
For receipt of deposit form.
Yeah.
So like if I put an offer and if it is accepted.
Yeah.
So then my buyer will give me a bank draft, right?
Yeah.
And so I have to drop it
to the listing brokerage.
Brokerage, right?
Yeah.
And then they will give me another receipt, right?
Yeah.
And then I will attach that with my FinTrack receipt of deposit form.
Yeah.
And then I have to submit in.
Yeah.
Our
Yeah. Yeah. That's the process. Yeah.
And for buyer representation agreement, so I would use 371.
Yes.
Buyer designated representation agreement.
Yeah.
Right? And question is, so for every property, what I could offer, like say like one client,
Yeah.
Submitting an offer.
Yeah.
Every time I need to.
No, you sign the BRA once. And because the BRA has a period of time, right? It could be 3 months, it could be 6 months.
But it should be until the closing date, always.
No, the BRA can be like 3, 4, 5, 6 months, whatever you want. And then for the offer, when you put the offer, like, you know, the closing could be 30 days, it could be 60 days.
Like if closing beyond my BRA,
That's fine.
that's fine.
Because then you already signed the offer, right?
Okay.
Yeah. If your BRA is 3 months and you provide an offer and the offer closing date is not for 6 months.
Beyond 3 months, yeah.
Yeah, but that's fine because you protect yourself because you got the BRA signed, then you show the client the property, you put the offer in, offer was accepted, and now you're just waiting for closing. So that's the process, yeah. And don't send your BRA to the listing brokerage. I see a lot of people doing that. I don't know why. You know, I know because for the e-sign, it's one package, but just separate the BRA, right? There's no reason for you to give the BRA to the listing brokerage.
Yeah, because theoretically,
Yeah.
BRA should be signed before I show something to my client, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So why I?
Well, some people sign the BRA when they prepare the offer.
Yeah, that is-
Because you know, it is better to sign the BRA first, then do your showings.
Yes.
But
it is not
sometimes,
happening.
yeah, some clients, they don't feel comfortable signing a BRA with you. They don't want the exclusivity.
Yeah.
But you do have to convince your client, look, I am giving you a quality, high quality service, professional service. And obviously nobody works for free, right? Especially in real estate. It's a lot of work to go schedule showings, show you different properties. And that's why the BRA has to be signed, because it's my guarantee as a professional agent that, you know, you will be there for me as my client, and I will be there for you as your professional agent, because it's kind of a two-way, you know, relationship, right? Trust. So yeah, it's better to get a signed and then yeah, away we go. So I don't think anyone has questions on Zoom. What else can I talk about?
We will talk about pin track and organization. So-
Yeah. Yeah, I think the business, you know, now I think it is like a holiday period, but I think it's always a good time to learn, right? You said you have 2 clients, you're showing them properties. So yeah, I think it's good to take your time, like go to different showings, and especially if you're not as familiar with the property, book a showing first, go see the house yourself first. Then you understand better what the listing is about, then you show your client, right? Then you can basically explain to the client all the features of the house, and you look like a professional because you know the house inside out. So yeah, some agents, especially new agents, they say, I don't know what to do. You know, I'm sitting at home, I don't have a client, what do I do? Go book some showings, go out there, even around your house, your neighborhood, go see the houses that are for sale or condos. And that way you get a better understanding. If you don't go see the actual properties, of course you're not going to know anything, right? Even if you search on MLS, seeing the MLS listing is very different from going to the actual
Exactly.
property. You know, you go to a house, you know, go to the mechanical room, go look at the HVAC system or the furnace. Go look at the flooring. Is it hardwood? Is it vinyl? You know, they were talking about LVT today, flooring. I had to Google what's LVT. LVT is like luxury vinyl tile, right? So it's a higher quality vinyl, but it's not hardwood. So, you know, small things like that. You do have to kind of improve your knowledge every day, because you never know like when it's gonna become useful. I thought we were required to have BRA before showing the client. Yes and no. Like, yes. Best case scenario, you get the BRA signed before you show any do any showings with a client. I think with Treza now, you actually have to have the BRA signed before you meet the client. Because otherwise, without a BRA, you know, if you show the client a listing, then you're already providing a service, right? But obviously, you know, what's on paper may not work in reality. Some clients, they may be very picky, or they are more difficult to deal with. So if the client says, look, I want to see this showing here, let's do the showing first, then we can talk about the BRA. Now, are you going to turn the client away because they don't want to sign the BRA with you on the spot? Probably not. End of the day, you want to get the client on your side, right? Paperwork is paperwork, but I think end of the day, you have to build the trust with the client first and explain to them again why you're providing a professional service and why they should choose you, right? So, that's why the answer is yes and no, because yes, BRA is required by Treza, but there may be situations where, you may meet the client for coffee and say, look, let me explain to you what service I can provide and try to, convince the client that way. Yeah.
So my last question is regarding the requirement
Mhm.
for my next registration.
Mhm.
So I already did my trade mandatory training. There are 3 trainings, right?
Yes,
I did
yeah.
it in person,
Yeah.
and I have to do like Humber post-registration courses, right?
Yeah.
Is there anything else that I need to do from the education perspective?
No, I don't think so. As long as you do the truck training and then you do the RICO training. RICO, I think is 3 courses. Humber, yeah. Humber, I think it's one is mandatory,
And 2 is elective.
and then 2 is elective.
2 elective.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's
That's
all.
it. Yeah, yeah.
And every year, trade will send me the record to pay, right?
Yeah.
For everything.
Yeah.
3 hour year trade.
Yeah. Now they have mandatory health insurance.
That sucks.
Yeah, but I know some agents try to fight it. I just try to live with it and maximize my usage.
Yeah,
So
because I have an extensive insurance.
Yeah, yeah.
But this is just
well, I think you can look at what the plan covers. Some people like massage, some people like physiotherapy, some people get like paramedical, like
that I'm looking for now.
like shoes, like orthotic shoes, like try to find a way to use it.
Yeah.
Otherwise it's kind of a waste of money, right?
Right.
But yeah, it's
$700.
$700. Yeah.
$700, yeah.
I choose to get some massages done, like RMT massage,
Yeah,
and maximize it that way, right? It's
Right.
considered kind of like a free money,
right.
but you're paying for it.
But I paid in November for this year,
Yeah,
prorated,
yeah.
but they have not sent me any welcome package yet. So I'm
When did you pay it?
It is November, first week of November, I think.
Oh, it's almost been a month.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I already contacted Korea,
Yeah,
and they told me that, okay, we will send a chunk to trade,
yeah.
so for a month,
Yeah,
and you will get covered since you registered, right?
yeah.
But I'm not sure year is
Oh,
going
okay.
on, so.
You should you should contact the AREA Ontario Realtor Wellness Program and administrator.
Yeah.
Don't talk to Treb. I think there's a different company.
Oh, no, I already talked with wellness program.
Oh, okay.
And they told me that they will send it as a package, like for the whole month,
Oh, okay.
how many agents.
So maybe soon because now is December.
Yeah, I'm sure that this money already gone away from next year.
Yeah. Okay, another question. Should we complete Schedule A to detail the services on top of the info guide? I think you're talking about like the BRA or the listing agreement. There's a Schedule A, right? We don't require any clauses in the Schedule A to that. Of course you can if you want to, but sometimes I think the more detail you put into that kind of document, potentially there may be more it's more responsibilities, right, that you have to fulfill. But we all know as a professional agent what we can and cannot do, and the kind of service we can provide to our client. So that's why we don't have any clauses for Schedule A, but if you want to put in Schedule A, I'm going to show houses to the client, I'm going to prepare offer, I'm going to be professional at all times. It's kind of all already very obvious. So I don't see a need personally to do any of that. There's one situation where it is more useful is if you are a listing agent and the seller gives you specific instructions on how to deal with multiple offers. So for example, now there's a new form where the seller can authorize you as a listing agent to disclose to other competing bids, certain details of those offers to everyone who has delivered an offer. So it's kind of to encourage the best offer to be delivered, right, to the seller. But on the other hand, you do have to be careful, right? Especially when you have multiple offers. It's always maybe a tricky situation. You need to treat everyone fairly, but also obtain the best price and terms for your client. So I would just say always talk to our on-duty managers, always ask questions in your support group. And yeah, I think we'll end it there today. It's already 12:30, pretty long session today. So thank you everyone for listening. And this is recorded, so we will post this on our agent portal later today. Okay, thank you everyone. Bye-bye.